your finger that's pulling this trigger.
You messed with the wrong family.
What is up, all moviegoers? TCT here again, and I just got out of Tomb Raider. I've been wanting to see Tomb Raider for a while now. Today was finally the day that I got a chance to see it, and I was not disappointed. I thought it was a very clean take on a video game. It really was. This chick, I think she did much better than Angelina Jolie. It was much better than the first two Tomb Raiders. Let's go there. Best video game movie they've made so far, of a story based on a video game. I can tell you that. There is a lot of stuff in this film. Good action, good adventure. These are my kind of films. My kind of films have a little mystery, adventure, and a little bit of action. That's the kind of stuff I like. Basically, it all starts. Laura is really young. Lara Croft is extremely young. Not like the Lara Croft you see in the first two Tomb Raider movies. She's actually looks like she's in her 20s. It is 7 years have passed since her father had disappeared, and she's trying to figure out where he went. So she gets all these clues. She goes to the island. She finds out that he was on an island that was being raided in order to open a tomb for some company that was looking for a curse or something that was buried in the tomb. The people were called Trinity. And basically, she stumbles into a mess. Like, she stumbles into, hey, we're going to kill you because you should have never come here type of mess. And this movie shows that, unlike the Angelina Jolie version, when Lara Croft is extremely strong, this one is more emotional, this Lara Croft. She's not very well rounded, which means she has never done this tomb raiding thing before. This is like basically the origin of Tomb Raider. She's never like done this type of stuff before. At the beginning, she's working on bikes. Like, she's working, delivering things on bikes. Very good opening scene with a bike race, by the way. You have to watch that. I'm not going to get into that one, but it was very good. Laura then, she meets this guy that knew her father, and he had purchased a boat from his father, and they both went to this island and they just vanished. So they both get on a boat and they head towards the same coordinates that both of their fathers were last seen, and they end up finding this island. They find the people and immediately become prisoners to these people. These guys are rough. This is a movie that, after watching, I seen it start off very lighthearted, very sad, very emotional, and it gets darker and darker and darker. It's one of the few movies I've seen that has a constant pace where it goes like this: darkness, and let me rephrase that. Light. It starts off light at the beginning, and it gets darker and darker as it goes through. Kind of rises, like you start here and it'll rise. The ending was very dark. Those who played the video game probably know everything about the story. I've played parts of the game. I haven't really finished the entire story, and I'm glad I didn't, because I went into this not knowing much. What would I rate this movie out of 5? It's my style of movie. I know most people think I give movies a high rating all the time. That's just because I enjoy them. Trust me, I'll give it a bad rating if I didn't enjoy it. This movie in particular, I think Alicia did very good playing Lara Croft. And I think that's her name, Alicia. She did very good playing Lara Croft. The only issue I had was sometimes her voice was kind of cracking, but I don't know if that was because of her accent, or maybe she was sick during the filming. I don't know. It could be a number of things. Her voice would kind of break at times, which means she was actually putting herself into that role. It was breaking, but I credit her. She did an excellent job. The bad guy played an excellent bad guy. The father was also there. He played good, and you had good sidekicks. It wasn't the best movie ever, but for action and adventure movie, kind of like Mummies, Tomb Raiders, movies like that, it was right up there as one of my top 3. My favorite adventure movie is the Mummy that Brendan Fraser and them did, because I remember seeing that when I was a kid and I loved it. I'm going to put this one at number 2. I like this one a lot. And I don't really say that about many adventure movies, because a lot of the times it's great effects, which this one had very good effects. I love the close camera work. Like, the camera would be like really close to someone, so it would hide all the CGI that's behind them. And I wish movies would do that more, because the further the camera is like this, you can see the CGI. And the closer it is to the actor and not to the environment, you can really hide the CGI, and you can do it very well. You can hide the CGI very well if you do that. And they did this in this movie a lot. And it made it look really good. Spectacular CGI and computer digital imaging. But you could tell when some things were fake. But a lot of the other stuff, he's like, that looks great, you know. But stuff like the plane and her jumping across ledges, you knew that was CGI, but they did it in such a way that it kind of hid it. It kind of masked it, which I can appreciate that. The rating I would give this movie, based on the acting, which was fabulous acting. It was a really good acted movie. Good special effects. I'm going to get a 4.2 out of 5. A 4.2 out of 5 for Tomb Raider. Okay, I think there is going to be a sequel. It is left open for a sequel, because we know there's a sequel video game. So they're going to get more into, I guess, the Trinity organization. And I'm down for a sequel. Do I think it needs a sequel? No. But I am down for a sequel. I really would like to see where they go with it. If the sequel is as good as this one, it's definitely going to be good. This was not a bad Tomb Raider by any means. Okay, TCT done. I'm bringing you guys a lot more movies. Next one up, I'm hoping to see a couple movies coming up. So stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, favorite, and I'm trying to get a little big here on YouTube, guys. So you guys can help me out. I definitely appreciate it. But TCT is done. Go!